Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today is episode 4 of Quick and Easy, and in this episode we are going to be taking a look at the humble minecart. Now this has provided me with plenty of fun over the years, most of it being in the early years when I used to build roller coasters, but now I'm looking towards not necessarily bigger, but better things. In this video I am going to cover a bunch of ways in which you can make your minecart rails a little bit more efficient, and also perhaps a bit more fun. So without further ado, let's crack straight on. Now you'll begin to notice as we go through that this video is going to follow a chronological order, starting off with moving off, and then midway through the journey and finally getting off your minecart, and then at the end there's a bit of a wild card, which is what happens when I get bored. But anyway, now we're going to take a look at starting off, and you can see this is a ridiculously simple build. You just walk up to it, stand on the pressure plate and hop in the minecart, and you are away. It's as simple as that. Then when you hop out and break the minecart, it could fall into the hopper, but if it doesn't, then you can just throw it down onto it and it will go back into your dispenser, which means it's ready for another use. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, this is a very simple build. You shouldn't have any trouble doing it, so you just want to place a dispenser facing upwards, fill it up with minecarts just like that, then you want to run a hopper into the side with a pressure plate on top, a powered rail on top of your dispenser, and then place a block up like this, and then you're ready to go. So you stand on the pressure plate, it will dispense the minecart, and then it will travel along the track. All you have to do is just right click on it, and then you'll be straight on inside. That's it. There it is. But if you thought that first design was simple, well, you've got another thing coming. Thanks to the glorious mind of the YouTuber named Redeem, we have got one of the simplest minecart intersections ever. It used to have loads of buds and fence gates to do this kind of thing. Now all you need is a trap chest, so you just sit in your minecart. If you want to go straight on, then you don't open up the trap chest. If you want to go straight on from this direction, then you're going to have to open up the chest, but that's nice and easy. Now if we want to go left from here, we open up the chest and we travel on round. And if we want to go left from here, then you just continue on. I think you get the idea. Believe it or not, there is no redstone trickery here. Let's just do a quick tutorial. So you want your minecart rail going along, that's just fine. Then you take this one off from the side, and when you place down your trap chest, you will see that it changes up. And now when we open up our chest, you should see that our minecart rail changes direction. And that's it. That is all you need for this intersection. It's so easy, it's a great idea, and if you do want to see more videos like that, then you should check out Redeem's channel. It will be on the screen and also in the description down below. Now this last design is a very simple way of getting out of your minecart, which makes sense. You know, we've done the first two parts. Now finally, when you've reached the end of your journey, you just want to hop out stress-free, and the way that you do that is just by doing this. Dismounting, you'll see our minecart gets destroyed by the cactus and then goes into this dispenser, so when we want to use it again, we just stand on the pressure plate and hop inside. I've done that a bit weird, haven't I? So you want to get things started with a 5x2 area, place a detector rail, and then a powered rail here with a pressure plate right on next to it, a dispenser facing in this direction with yet another powered rail. Going up a block like this, you just want to place a hopper and then a hopper running into that hopper. They will all feed into this dispenser here, and then another powered rail on top of the hopper with sand here, your cactus, and then a half slab or something or other on top of it just to stop it from growing. But there we have it, that is you done. However, I am not done just yet. We have still got one more design to look at, and this one is very interesting. So far in this video, I have concentrated mainly on keeping things very simple and practical, and although that's all good, sometimes you gotta va-va-voom things up a little bit, and for that reason, I've designed this. It is a very complicated vertical minecart intersection. It allows you to choose the regular level or go up. Now that may sound very simple, but due to the way that minecart rails are, it made things a little bit more complicated. So how about we take a look at it in action. As you can see here, we are going to travel along at the regular level, and I'll show you that right now. We go along just fine, and we travel on back out. And then when we want to go upwards, we just flick this lever here, and you'll see that now our minecart rail slopes upwards. So we travel along, we're up on the top, that's all good, and then we can go back down, and if we want to reset it, then we just flick this lever once again, and you'll see our minecart rail has gone back to the regular standard level. So now that we got through all that, I guess there's only one thing left to do, and that is to take a look at the redstone behind it. So I'm going to jam on my camera studio mod, and let's take a look. And here is our vertical minecart intersection, and as you can see, there's actually quite a bit to it. There's a lot of things going on, and I didn't imagine that it was going to be this complicated when I started building it. In fact, I thought it was going to be a very simple thing that I could just throw together and then upload. But it turns out that minecart rails are a lot more unpredictable than I had first imagined. And I had to work around quite a lot of quirks for this one to work. But I finally got it to happen, and this is what I came up with. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing a tutorial for this one. However, if you do want to take a look at the redstone in more detail, or perhaps even get a rough idea of how to build it yourself, then I will include a world download in the description below that you can check out for yourselves. But unfortunately, that is all I've got time for today, folks. So if you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.